When you're building cloud applications that must scale to meet changing demand without sacrificing performance or breaking your budget, Azure Virtual Machine Scale Sets are a powerful solution. They allow you to deploy and manage a group of identical virtual machines that automatically adjust to workload needs, whether you're serving 10 users or 10 million. Think of virtual machine scale sets as your autopilot for compute scalability. Instead of pre provisioning and manually managing dozens or even hundreds of VMs, you define a template once and Azure handles the rest. When demand increases, VMSS automatically scales out, adding new virtual machines to handle the load. When demand drops, it scales in, shutting down unneeded VMs to optimize costs. This true autoscaling is perfect for modern workloads like web applications with traffic that spikes and dips, big data processing, high performance compute, and containerized services. All the VMs in a scale set are based on the same image and configuration, which makes management easy and consistent. You can run hundreds or thousands of VMs without having to configure each one manually. Scale sets integrate with Azure Load Balancer for basic traffic distribution or Azure Application Gateway if you need advanced Layer 7 routing and TLS termination. What happens if one VM in your scale set fails? No problem. Your application keeps running because other healthy instances will continue handling user requests. This design provides high availability by default, and the numbers are impressive. VMSS supports up to 1000 VMs if you use platform images, and up to 600 VMs if you upload your own custom images. When you create a virtual machine scale set in the Azure portal, you're essentially laying out a blueprint that defines how your virtual machines should behave and scale over time. You start by specifying the number of VMs you want, selecting their size, choosing the base image, and setting preferences for disks and architecture. One of your key decisions is the orchestration mode. If you want Azure to handle everything by spinning up identical VMs automatically, go with uniform mode. But if your setup requires mixing different VM types or managing them manually, flexible mode gives you that control. Next, you will choose the image. This is your base operating system or application image, such as Windows or Linux, which ensures every VM in the scale set starts from the same foundation. For architecture, you can choose x64 for maximum compatibility or ARM64 if you are aiming for up to 50% better price performance on supported workloads. Then comes VM size, which determines the virtual machine's CPU, memory, and storage capabilities. Azure offers an extensive menu of VM sizes to match everything from basic web hosting to compute-heavy tasks like AI and machine learning. Under the Advanced tab, you will configure the spreading algorithm, which affects how VMs are distributed across fault domains. If you select max spreading, Azure places VMs across as many fault domains as possible, increasing resiliency and reducing the risk of simultaneous failure. This is generally the recommended setting. Alternatively, you can use fixed spreading, which limits VMs to exactly 5 fault domains. But keep in mind, this configuration might fail if fewer domains are available in the region. Once your scale set is deployed, you don't need to manage scaling manually unless you choose to. With auto-scaling rules, Azure continuously monitors metrics like CPU usage or request queues and automatically scales out or scales in based on demand. This level of automation ensures you are always running with the right amount of compute power. Nothing more, nothing less. You are only built for what you use, making it a smart move for cost control. And if you are looking to save even more, consider enabling Azure Spot instances for non-critical workloads, They offer substantial savings at a fraction of the standard VM cost. So, what's your key takeaway? Azure virtual machine scale sets are your go to solution for building elastic, resilient, and highly available compute environments. Whether you're managing a growing web app or running massive batch jobs, VMSS lets you scale intelligently, automatically, without losing control or overpaying. When you build with VM scale sets, you are not just deploying virtual machines. You are designing a self healing, self scaling infrastructure that adjusts with your business.